In a land where wealth spoke louder than truth and love was often measured in gold, there lived a woman whose beauty and brilliance could outshine the sun. Her name was Adesuwa, the cherished daughter of a powerful tycoon, the woman the world would one day come to know as the Billionaire bride. But as we know, even the brightest jewel attracts shadows. And in her husband's heart, a greed was growing, darker than the deepest night. When Adesuwa married the charismatic chief Tunde, the entire city erupted in celebration. The ceremony was the grandest event anyone had ever witnessed. Fireworks painted the night sky, golden gowns shimmered under the lights, and gifts so lavish they filled the palace halls. To the outside world, their union was the perfect merger of love and power. But behind the opulent mansion walls, the flawless facade was beginning to crack. One evening, Adesuwa approached her husband, her voice soft with concern. "Tun, it feels like we've grown so distant lately. You don't look at me the same way you used to." Chief Tunde, barely looking up from his papers, replied coldly, "You worry far too much, Adesuwa. Business must always come first. Love can wait." But what she didn't know was that her husband's business wasn't just about money, it was about betrayal. Late one night, drawn by hushed voices from the study, Adesuwa paused by the door. She heard her husband speaking with a strange woman, whose soft laugh sent a chill down her spine. So the woman purred, "When will you be mine completely?" Chief Tun's voice was low and conspiratorial. "Soon, very soon. Once she's gone, everything she owns becomes ours. I just need to make it look natural." In that moment, Adesuwa's heart froze solid. The man she had vowed to love for a lifetime was plotting her death. But Adesuwa was no ordinary woman. She was her father's daughter, blessed with wisdom and an unbreakable spirit. She would not cry. She would not run. She would outthink them all. Her mind, sharp as a diamond, began to forge a plan. The next day, Adesuwa sought out her old friend, Dr. Chika, a loyal woman who had served her family for decades. In the quiet confidence of the doctor's office, Adesuwa laid out her desperate idea. "Doctor, I need your help. I need you to help me fake my death, not to escape, but to reveal the truth." Dr. Chika looked at her, her eyes wide with alarm. "Adesuwa, this is incredibly dangerous. Once you are declared legally dead, you can't simply return." "It's not that easy." Adesuwa's gaze was firm, her resolve unshakable. "Then I will return as a ghost of justice." And so the perilous plan was set into motion. That evening, under the cloak of darkness, Adesuwa drank a carefully prepared potion that slowed her heartbeat to a whisper and stilled her breath, creating a perfect illusion of death. By morning, her husband found her seemingly lifeless body in their bed. He let out a theatrical cry. "No, my love, my sweet Adesuwa. Gone so soon." But his tears were a performance, his grief a mask for the greed that consumed him. The city mourned the tragic loss of the Billionaire bride. Within days, Chief Tunde, shedding his false sorrow like an old coat, swiftly transferred her vast fortune into his own accounts. He then moved his mysterious accomplice into the mansion, her laughter echoing in the halls where Adesuwa's gentle voice once filled the air. 40 days passed. The mansion was once again full of life and laughter, but not the laughter of joy, the cruel laughter of mockery and triumph. They believed they had won. But they had forgotten one thing. Justice has its own timetable. One stormy night, as thunder rattled the very foundations of the mansion, the lights flickered and died. When they flashed back on, a figure stood in the shadows of the grand staircase. Chief Tunde, his face pale with terror, stammered, "Who's there?" A calm, ethereal voice echoed through the hall, a voice he thought he'd never hear again. "You buried me, Tunde, but the dead hear the truth. And the truth never stays buried for long." He fell to his knees, trembling uncontrollably as Adesuwa, alive and powerful, revealed her entire plan. At that exact moment, the doors burst open. The police, secretly informed by Dr. Chika, swarmed the room. The mysterious woman made a desperate attempt to flee, but she learned that justice always moves faster than guilt. Chief Tunde and his accomplice were arrested on the spot, their web of deceit torn apart. The news of Adesuwa's resurrection spread like wildfire. Some whispered she was a goddess returned. Others believed she was a spirit of vengeance. But the truth was simpler and far more inspiring. She was just a woman brave enough to fight unimaginable betrayal not with tears, but with sheer intelligence. In the end, as Adesuwa reclaimed her life and her legacy, she shared a final powerful thought with the world. Love that is built on a foundation of lies is not love at all. And wealth gained through deceit will always, eventually, turn to dust. And so, the story of the billionaire bride who faked her death became a modern legend told in whispers. A timeless warning that even in a world obsessed with gold, the truth will always shine brighter than betrayal. Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tales of life, love, and the unshakable power of the human spirit. We'll see you in the next video.